Belding convinces Zach to dump their girlfriends all because his marriage is in the crapper. When she wants him back, he abandons his logic completely, leaving the boys to fix the problem he created.
I'm gonna ace that test no matter what it takes.
Belding encourages Jessie to pass her geometry midterm by any means necessary without ever once asking what exactly that entails. Obviously lying principal is obviously lying. Belding allows Zach to be acting principal for a week despite Zach always getting into trouble. Not a good idea to put someone in charge of the rules who never follows them. Belding likes the idea of a teen line despite scolding Zach and Screech for having the same idea in a previous episode.
I think it's a great idea. Yeah.
You're both behind this teen line.
Belding blackmails Zach into taking out his niece for a date. I've never been a principal, but I'm pretty sure threatening a student is not the best way to do that job. In fact, it's pretty much the worst.
Yeah.
Belding believes audio from a 90s tape recorder sounds exactly the same as a live performance. Belding actually thinks Zach is dying despite him constantly lying and having no symptoms.
Can't believe it, Zach Morris is dying. You're not graduating.
Belding waits until a week before graduation to tell Zach he's a credit short.
You're just gonna have to go to summer school.
Belding has no idea what Zach's father looks like. I find this hard to believe because Zach is always getting caught doing unsavory things. However, I'm willing to let this one slide because his father was played by two different actors. Belding gives romantic advice to his students despite it being creepy and completely inappropriate.
Then you don't have to be afraid to kiss each other in the play.
Speaking of which, who really listens to advice given to them by their principal anyway? Belding puts Zach in charge of the school store knowing his history of ripping people off. Belding doesn't suspend Zach or Slater for fighting on school property. No detention, nothing. All he does is make them shake hands. Mr. Rogers is more of a hard ass than this pushover. On more than one occasion, Belding is thrilled when Zach messes up. Belding intends to suspend Zach if he gets one more unexcused absence, yet does nothing when Slater punches him in the face.
Chairman of the SAT board?
Belding believes James is a standardized test administrator, despite him appearing in a previous episode as Zach's fake father.
How healthy is our treasury, Wendy?
It's on life support. They've sent for a priest.
Well, I'm afraid the numbers never lie. Maybe next year, girls.
Belding says this without any numerical amount mentioned. Making a bad joke does not equate to proper financial analysis. Belding is a judge for a cheerleading competition his own school has entered. Come to think of it, the principal of Valley is also a judge. What the fuck is going on? Does the third judge really think either of them would vote impartially?
This isn't in the script.
Belding allows the students to use a very expensive video camera without any adult supervision. Belding laying on the bed of a student is wrong. So very wrong. Belding teaches a class because anarchy. Belding leaves school without locking his office door. Belding won't let Screech wear this,
We have a dress code at this school. My office now.
but he will let the school nurse wear this.
Congratulations, Lisa.
Belding attends Lisa's fashion show at the Max despite having contributed nothing to it. Everyone else serves a function being there. It could be simply for moral support, but here's a problem I have with that. 14 episodes later, his wife has a child. Since these are both episodes from the same season and school year, she would have definitely been pregnant at this episode. And yet he wants to hang out with minors past school hours. That's right, Saved by the Bell writers. I went there.
I have to marry Screech.
Miss Turtle, all the couples were matched alphabetically.
If this was true, Slater would be with Lisa Turtle, and Jesse Spano would be with Screech Powers, because Spano comes right after Powers, not Turtle. Of course, this is only true if you follow the logic that no one else in the class matters, which is the correct logic for this show. And for all you sticklers out there, yes, I know technically it would be Screech then Slater alphabetically, but Slater's name would likely be skipped over because this is 1990s California and same-sex unions have yet to be recognized by law or class assignment.
Oh, Preppy, don't you leave me too.
Yay, progress.
It's time for Bell 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 da ding da ding ding. Bell 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 da ding da dong ding bell.